Steve Puckett here with ERC Express. Let me talk to you again about the employee retention credit and the myths and the false things and the truth. So if you've got a small business, you haven't filed for it, like I tell every business owner, I'm not here trying to pitch you on anything, sell you on anything. At the end of the day, I just want to give you the facts, and you do what's best for you and your family and your business. That's only you know what that can be, right? But let's start off by the qualifications with the ERC, okay? Well, first, how you call it? Eligible. Let's just say eligible, okay? If you're eligible. In 2020, the last 3 quarters and the first 3 quarters of 2021, if you had W-2 employees on, you may be eligible for this refund. It's an overpayment refund that you overpaid during those quarters. You do with what you want with it. And a lot of accountants have told their clients that they don't qualify with, and I totally get it because the law changed, and the law still keeps changing. So how you qualify now, you used to have reduced revenue, and you couldn't get it if you had the PPP loan, which now that's changed. Now you could have gained 300% in revenue, just for example, and if you had supply chain disruption, partial closure, full closure, you qualify, okay? But now you only qualify during the times you were completely closed down, okay, or you were partially shut down. And so like I tell people, this company I'm with, we have an audit department, which is very important. But people ask me, what's the benefits? Well, I mean, it's kind of, I got some right up here, okay? The fact you don't have to pay it back, it comes back as an overpayment, and they give you interest on top of it, okay? Benefits. It's going to give you the money for personalized strategies. Okay, that's huge. It's going to give you money to personalize your strategies, number one, incentivizing employee retention. Okay, you can run incentives for your employees, bonuses and things, money that you didn't have before. Reducing payroll costs. Okay, it's going to give you money to make payroll that you didn't have, so in effect, it's going to reduce the payroll costs. Increase in competitiveness. It's going to give you the money to get out there and get more competitive in the market you're in. And reduce tax liability. I mean, just those, 5 things to me are huge. I mean, let's say that 10% of the people that qualified for this, or let's say everybody that qualified for this in a small community, if they just put 10% back in their community and you're obligated to get it, it's your money. It's an overpayment from the government. Okay, so people say, am I going to be audited? Well, when you pay in, you're up for audit for 5 years, right? Nobody's going to argue that. Why be so stressed out when they're paying you an overpayment with interest, like you would have to pay them, that you're up for an audit for 5 years? I mean, to me, that is just absurd, really, because it's the same as if you're paying out. You're just getting it back in. Nothing changes. The only thing that's changing is you're receiving the money. I would much rather be up for audit for 5 years and receive the money than be up for audit and have to pay out. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand, so that's why I'm trying to kind of sit here and give people the facts. Like, for example, relatives don't qualify or they're not eligible. So let's say that I got a business, my daughter's working for me, but her boyfriend lives with her and he works for me. He doesn't qualify. So it gets to that it can get to that fine line. So you really have to talk to someone who really knows who is eligible and who isn't, and I see a lot of people and I talk to a lot of people in this industry where they'll go talk to a client and then they'll want to go have their CPA do it. And I totally understand where they're coming from because they handle their finances. And I definitely encourage anyone who's going to do this to go talk to their CPA first, okay? Because that's, who manages the money and takes care of their money. But And I never tell them not to. I always encourage it. Now, are they always going to be positive about it? No, they're not. And a lot of it is lack of education. And so that's why I always tell people we get back about 30% more than CPAs, because if you were to sit down and ask your CPA, how many claims have you filed? I mean, we've filed over 70,000 claims, got about like 10 billion for small businesses. I mean, we are the best. We're the experts. I mean, I'm an expert in it. And if there's something that I don't know, I can get the answer to immediately. And I just want my clients to feel good about who they're doing business with, knowing that we're going to step you through the process and make sure that we're there through the document downloads and get this thing sent off, where all you're having to do is wait for these checks, okay? They have paused it until January 1st, which, hey, a lot of people see problems with that. I don't, because it's weeding out the bad apples, okay? There's a lot of businesses out there that were filing these claims and, you know, having fraud on it, and absolutely just lying on the apps and letting the clients do it. And so you don't really need those businesses out there, okay? So, and they needed to get caught up. So it's a good thing. And so I think it's crucial that you do it now. One thing is you can still file, and so when they pick it back up, which we're thinking January 1st, your file's already in there. So your batch is the ones that's going to go through first, okay? Or you could be out 8 to 10, I've seen it 12 months. I've not had any come back before 5 months, not one. And so I know a lot of guys say 3 to 6 months, but mine's been anywhere from 6 to 12, and that's from experience. But once you start getting paid, it's a good thing as an affiliate, and it's a good thing to see your businesses get paid. And that's really what it's about, is helping businesses get back to where they were before the pandemic. And even if they're still doing good, who knows what's around the corner? I mean, we're living in an unstable economy, but which it's always, anything's possible, right? Like, I'm not this doom and gloom guy. I just believe to stay positive, and I think we live in the greatest time ever to prosper, and that's just my perspective. But not taking this money that's an overpayment that's yours. And we have an audit department to where if you are audited, we are going to make sure that we back you 100% as long as you're honest on this questionnaire. That's the only way that we can stand behind you, okay? I can step you through the questionnaire, but I wasn't there with you guys. I wasn't there. You know what you went through. And sometimes people forget what they went through, man. I mean, take yourself back to that time. It was it was really scary, right? And things were just, it was something new that nobody had experienced, and the doom and gloom. But with that being said, I just wanted to get some facts out that truly means this is a lot bigger than I am. And when you can go out and help small businesses and help them get back 50,000, 200,000, 500,000, maybe $1 million, it's rewarding and it's nice. But the government is doing this for a reason, okay? It's a good thing. Don't be scared of it. Know the facts before you make a decision. And just understand that I don't, our processing company don't, your attorney or your CPA doesn't know whether or not you're eligible or not. We fill out the application or the questionnaire, and we send it in, and we find out. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody taking the time to listen to this. I've got part 2 coming up on the affiliate side on how to make extra money on a side hustle, and how I believe it's the #1 opportunity in the country right now. Everybody have a great day, and if you're interested in just a free consultation, I can't pronounce it, just give me a call, 270-543-9527, and I'll answer any of your questions, all right? Thanks, and everybody have a great day.